Hello everybody, it is Reid from ReidAboutSex.com, and I'm at the Oakland airport today. Let me see if I can give you the background. I'll be backlit for a minute while we look at the beautiful, beautiful Oakland marshes. So I am traveling today. I'm heading to Denver. So let me know where you're chiming in from. Where are you today? I'm at Oakland Airport. I'm flying to Denver for a speaking gig. Going to be teaching there for a couple of days for a company, talking to their customers and just doing some sex ed geekery and talking actually about leveraging social media when you are an adult store owner or somebody who has an online business. And so I'm going to be geeking out with people about what's basically going to end up being organic traffic. If you're in a sex education business, if you haven't noticed, sex educators and workshop facilitators and whatnot, sometimes Facebook is not super friendly with ad purchases and buying. And that can be kind of problematic because if your business model requires advertising, then terms of service in certain situations won't let you advertise for, whatever, like dildos or vibrators, or maybe even like a sex ed workshop or something like that. So these are things where it can be really challenging. I'm going to go back on the escalator and I'm just going to ride this until we're done the video. Just think of it as a slow pan shot. And so the interesting situation being when you can't purchase ads, how do you create traffic for your website? How do you create publicity? And that's where I'm a huge proponent of using social media and creating what is called organic traffic. So that's when you create content or media situations where people find out about you for free, basically. You have to put in the sweat equity and the hard work, but what you're doing is you're creating what I think you should, what I would advocate is creating educational content rather than just clickbait, so that people get to know you or know your store or trust your floor staff at your store, because what you're doing is you're helping them for free, which is something we talk about at Sex Geek Summer Camp. You're helping them for free and just solving problems of theirs, and then it's not guaranteed that they're gonna come and buy your stuff as a thank you, but what ends up happening is when they have troubles and challenges, hopefully again they'll remember that you help them and they feel safer with you because they have a relationship with you. And then what you're doing is you're helping people for free, which for me helps solve some of the classism challenges of, how do you help folks who can't afford your help, and you build those relationships so that people already have an understanding or an experience of you adding value to their life. And hopefully, if your content is savvy in certain ways, then they're more apt to share it. So one thing that I would recommend that all educators think about, regardless of what you specialize in, is what are some communication and intimacy and kind of like Facebook friendly services or content, like a free download or something like that, that you maybe could purchase ads for. And that's going to be tricky again, because if Facebook thinks, my Facebook page, Reid About Sex, has the word sex in it, so they're going to be more apt to deny my ads. But on the off chance that they approve something, then I can boost the signal on a particular thing. That's one of the reasons I've been doing the Facebook Live videos, is Facebook has been, and this isn't a request, Facebook, to be more strict with me, but there are certain videos I've been able to boost the signal and advertise a little bit that I was like, wow, I'm excited that got approved. The challenge is you should just assume that it's not going to get approved. I think that's a better game plan than trying to think, oh my God, I finally created the handout that Facebook will allow me to add ad buy for, so I should just, spend $10,000 on this ad because that's how my business is going to make a profit this year. I just think from the sex and relationship field, you should plan on never getting to be able to buy ads in, mainstream places like Facebook and whatnot, and then build your business model around that, and just go from there. So I'm completely off topic because I'm going to Colorado to speak about this, and then I'll be in Albuquerque to teach a workshop as well. And for those of you who know, I just got done with teaching a 2-day deep dive retreat for people that did my Sex 10X course. And so I just wanted to mention the dangers of booking back-to-back gigs, and how do you do self-care when your job is to go from gig to gig. If you have any musicians who tour a lot, or actors who do like national tours, or even comedian friends, like these are, or even like healthy executives who fly a lot, pick their brains and geek out with them about how do you handle jet lag, what do they do to make sure that they can get to sleep and get enough rest, what are their, how do they exercise, or do they meditate, what kind of geeky things do they do to stay hydrated, and to stay moisturized when they're on the road. It's really useful, and I've had some really useful conversations with people who travel a lot about how do we take care of ourselves so that you ultimately don't get sick when you arrive at that next gig. And my challenges for this last retreat, I know, and again, you can go to readaboutsex.com/condrop, CONDROP, and read up about some more tips. But my biggest challenges are, even if I try to sleep in, I wake up early, and so what can I do to actually plan taking naps after or in between gigs? Can I schedule like a half a day or a day to just do nothing? Hydrate, 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 hydrate. Drink more water than coffee is my constant challenge. And do you have little snacks that you can eat whenever you're not getting enough sleep? There's been some interesting studies around sleep deprivation, and one of the things that you can do when you wake up in the morning is make sure you get some protein, and again, keep hydrating. Like little things that you can do. I don't really have a problem falling asleep, so it's never been a challenge for me. I've never really needed to take any sleeping aids or anything like that. My biggest thing just seems to be trying to pay attention to my nervous system and how that actually feels, and what's the difference between me being exhausted and stressed and needing to rest a little bit more, and then understanding or feeling the difference with my body when it's trying to tell me I'm about to get a cold. Other things, I do lots of supplements and things like that. I'm not super crazy on that end, but like vitamin C, those kinds of things, making sure that you're like I take some vitamin B and things like that. And then when I'm feeling really run down, I actually have vitamin C and vitamin B12 shots that I'll take, and I don't do those regularly, but I try to pay attention to when I'm feeling like a cold might be coming on. So those are some of the things that I do, and just making peace with the fact that I'm gonna be behind on my emails in the next couple of days, because I'm gonna be working every day and schmoozing and networking at night and helping people. And so not to freak out about how behind I am, because I'm working and I'm getting paid. It just feels like I'm not being a good business person because there's all these unanswered emails. And then, at some point maybe we actually get an assistant and have people helping us behind the scenes. So from that perspective, for the couple of people who work behind the scenes and help me get more shit done, I just want to say thanks. Thanks Kathy, thanks Aaron, for all the stuff that you all do. And then, can you plan when you're on the road to try to, schedule as much as you can in advance, so that stuff is, being posted and promoted on Hootsuite, on social media and stuff, so that you can get things done in other ways, and speaking gigs and whatnot, and still be promoting the next gig that you're going to be showing up to. So I hope this was useful. Everyone's going to be a little bit different, so take care of your body and your brain and your heart, and it's okay to not have all the answers and to not be good at this yet, and the things that work for me today aren't going to work for me in 2 years, so just keep paying attention and listening to your body too, and then try not to book every hour of every day when you're on the road, or think that you're going to be able to complete that project when you're going to be away from your desk and your bed and your peace of mind, which is, for me, is my bathtub. When you're on the road, I always overestimate the amount of work I think I can get done when I'm on the road, and I think you just need to be honest with yourself around that. Alright, I can't tell if I think I'm on a direct flight, so that isn't my flight, but now I've been riding this escalator, or not escalator, this, whatever these things are called, walkways, for a while, so hit some emoticons on our way out. I hope this stuff was useful. More con drop tips that can be really useful for in-between gigs at readaboutsex.com/con drop, and thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you're really well, and please, please, please take care of yourselves. Bye.